Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Star Ocean. So, first and foremost, I mentioned I might be having Shell join me for this. The answer is no. She will not. That's okay. I'm just gonna go through it on my own, and you know what? That's a fine thing to do. Stupid turtles. Okay, so I asked her about it, and she's like, eh, and I was like, okay, that's an easy answer. Then again, a lot of people are pretty about this game. I'm not terribly surprised by that at all. Like, this game it's not bad. I actually really love the design of, like, the enemies we've run into so far. It's just, you know, of course, the consistent problem of that doesn't make up for a lot of other things, and that's okay too. Oh, it is hot in this room. I've been walking around and stuff, and it's like 80 something and humid. It sucks. The only reason why I bring this up is I'm looking at this character kind of lightly jogging around the environment. You know, no shade, not really a breeze. I mean, it's on the ocean, so I mean, it could actually be like really nice and cool out here. But my bet is, it's hot as shit, just like around here. This poor guy, he is just 90% sweat right now. Like, the reason why his hair is all anime-y and spiky, just pure sweat. It's gross. He's gross. He hates it. But, you know, you just gotta please the pink-haired childhood friend with your sweaty, spiky anime hair. I'm way too preoccupied about being warm. I've got like 3 fans that I have pointed at me whenever I'm not recording, and well, you know, just. Oh shit! I'm out of MP, aren't I? I'm gonna actually have to fix that. Well, whatever. I'll just sit here doing heavy attacks. I don't know. I don't actually know what's better, heavy attack or otherwise. My heavy, like, my heavy special attack is definitely worth using. But, regular attacks? Not sure. Especially because these fish are just beating the shit out of poor Miki. Miki? I think it's Miki. I don't entirely remember. Mickey? I think it's Miki, just because if it was Mickey, we'd have problems on our hands. Ish. Okay, well, we leveled up, and we're also out of juice, so let's fix that. First and foremost, skills set. Let's see, so she's got Firebolt, 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 and Firebolt. He's got double slash, double slash, double slash, and double slash. Alrighty. Neither of them can learn anything, and we don't have any new specialties either. So I don't have to do anything manually to level up, right? Ah, well, that's nice. Okay. Let's see. HP. Here we are. Well, I got a lot of blackberries. You know, let's just throw most of them at her. Because I can survive without MP, and we're probably going to run into some kind of save point up ahead at some point. Whereas... she literally can't do anything without fire magic.
Okay, we need to focus now.
She's also the healer. Having the healer without healing, that's rough. I will admit though, I don't like RPGs where the I don't like, oh damn it, one of them did a heavy attack, and that's why I probably shouldn't do guard light attacks. It just doesn't work. But yeah, having a game with like a dedicated MP system without some easy way of getting it back, especially when you're out in the field, I mean, I hope there's some way of like recovering it somewhere along the way, but I have no idea, and that always concerns me just a little bit. I'm trying to think of like other games that had good MP systems, and usually like it just makes sense for it to kind of come back over time. Or honestly, I prefer the I'm gonna say the Guild Wars 2 method. Technically not a JRPG, but whatever, close enough. Not really. But Guild Wars 2 had entirely a cooldown-based system for all of their abilities. And it's not like World of Warcraft anymore, which I guess they did fix it. They fixed it recently, but in Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 2 has had, or not Guild Wars, World of Warcraft has had, like, slightly more impactful mana bars, to the point where, like, it actually matters to pay attention. Oh! Cancel is, like, animation cancel. So I can chain attacks. I see how it works. Okay. But yeah, World of Warcraft for a while was like just, you know, mana doesn't matter. You have more or less as much as you could ever want. Just keep spamming your spells, and now they've added a lot more, what is this? I guess tension? You run into mana, which actually feels really good. Anyway, that's not really what matters, though. I actually don't like mana systems in the slightest. I'd rather just have, like, a purely cooldown-based system, where the players have to, you know, keep an eye on their cooldowns, but they don't have to worry too much about, like, running out. Oh. I thought I started by swinging my sword. Turns out no, and I'm getting my ass kicked. Here. This is frustrating. Yeah, so what I can do is I can go from a heavy attack into a light attack and get a cancel bonus, which gives me a bonus to damage. And if I keep chaining it, I believe I keep getting more damage here. Yeah, figured I'd get a little bit of experience. And let's go hope there's a save point on the other side of this random door. I don't know. I guess I could always go back, but there's monsters in the way. And that's inconvenient. Hope I don't have to do grinding. Hey, there it is. Please give me all my shit back. I love it when save points also count as healing points. That's the only time when I can kind of justify save points. And even then, I still hate save points. Let's see. No, we don't get our stuff back with a save point. Okay, so we are entirely dependent on resting in beds. It's fair enough. Or, resting in beds. Resting in beds or, like, inns and stuff. Which I guess is fair. Oh, that was a new one. Haven't seen that before. I, like, smacked him into the sky with a regular, heavy attack. Wonder why. I don't know. And looks like the thing I'm trying to gather is up there. Oh, that's fine. Looks like it can actually loop around. Let's see. This is the map. It's a big old loop. Well, for the sake of completionism, I actually have a huge temptation of, what is it? I guess visiting the entire map. I will, honestly, because that's how I roll. Ow. Okay. I'm trying to queue it up so I'm hitting both of them at the same time. It's hard. They keep shuffling around me, and I don't appreciate that. But it works well enough, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't mind this combat system. I really do wish it was closer to a Tales of system with, you know, active battle. Because currently it's just like, go here, kind of press X. I don't know. I really like games with active dodge systems. There's very few JRPGs with that. I know Tales of has a block system, but it's not the greatest. And I personally prefer things where you have, like, a straight-up dodge roll on top of everything else. Like, Dark Souls has kind of ruined me in terms of action RPGs. Dark Souls and Kingdom Hearts, I think, are both, like, fabulous games with, like, amazing combat systems. Okay. Well, I tried doing a cancel bonus, but everybody keeps knocking me on my ass. So, I guess it's not going to work. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. This is really frustrating. There are too many knockdown attacks so early on in the game. Never mind, that works great. I guess I should just use my special attacks occasionally. They're actually worthwhile. Let's see. So, experience, we got a plant over here. Sadly, there's not really a whole lot of, like, real reason to explore apart from the occasional gathering points. And I get the feeling after a certain point in this game, we're going to be required to manually explore every single inch of everywhere. I've heard that there's a lot of backtracking required for every area that you go through in this game. And that hurts a bit. Just a bit. It's not so bad. Oh, right. I forgot I can sprint. It's not much of a sprint, and I really wish it actually modified the run cycle instead of making it slightly faster. But whatever. I don't know. I guess my problem with this game is, the reason why I'm, like, so much more positive about it, in comparison to, like, most people and most reviewers, is I actually thought, like, what was it, Phantasy Star Universe was good. I thought PSU actually had redeeming features to it. And that game was pretty bad, I think. I think it was bad. I don't know, it's been so long since I've played it that my memory of PSU has kind of dropped off. I was a huge Phantasy Star Online fan, and so going from that to PSU to this is, well, I don't know. It doesn't feel so wildly outside of what I grew up with.
Did you hear something crazy just now?
He strikes first, has the upper hand.
Let's do a double slash, seeing as they're lined up for me. Beautiful stuff. I love the moves. It's just I don't want to use them. Oh, they're kobolds. Funny.
Wasn't even worth the effort.
It's over already?
Yeah, seriously, the creature design in this game is actually really good. Like the artistry is good. Like I actually have compliments for this game, which is weird because I went into it with like, I think that's the other thing. I went into this with an incredibly negative mentality. I was thinking this was going to be awful and I'd wasted $60.
That thing's huge! How are we supposed to beat a walking mountain?
Interesting question. Let's find out.
For us.
Get
Okay,
on with it.
we need to focus now.
Okay, let's take out its goons. Okay. There we go.
Think I'll let you get away?
The less goons it has, the better. Once we take them out, we're good. Oh,
Allow me to help.
hello, random person.
Don't get distracted. Focus on the enemy.
I totally recognize that voice actor. That is 100% a voice actor I've heard before, and I want to say, he's from Symphonia, but it could be wrong. It's been so long though that I don't remember very well. You know what?
Let that move.
Are those the techniques
It didn't seem to have a heavy attack, so let's just use guard. It worked great. All right.
We can't thank you enough for that.
Long as you're safe. My name is Victor Oakville. I'm a soldier with the Rasulian army.
This is Miki Savister.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Fidel Camuse. I teach swordsmanship in the village of Stahl.
Camuse, I knew it. Those techniques had to be the same as Daryl's.
They certainly are. Although, if I had to guess, I'd say your style has also been influenced by him. Did you study under him in the army?
Of course I did. How interesting. I never knew my master had a child. It's dangerous around here. Let me escort you to the next town.
As representatives of Stahl, we're on our way to ask the king for reinforcements. As for why we're doing that, it's because Eidolon recently tried to invade our village. I hate to sound presumptuous, but do you think you could take us to the person in charge of dispatching troops?
We share both experience on the battlefield and a relation to the same individual. I'll take you to the capital, but I can't assure you of the outcome.
Thank you so very much. Do you think the crown will help us?
The timing is far from perfect. But if Mr. Camuse were to put in a good word...
What about Old Man Camuse?
Master Camuse currently works in the capital as an advisor for Rasulia's military, where he teaches the way of the sword. Within the army, his word is law.
The old man's really that important now?
He is. That is but one reason it would behoove you not to call him an old man in public. Save that for us.
I guess that makes sense. I'll work on it.
It's interesting. I'm not sure, but you know, it just went from midday to evening, and I'm willing to bet here that it actually did that design based on the cutscene. It's kind of a boring sky. They really could have put at least like a couple clouds in there, maybe. But I think it actually did that specifically using the cutscene as like a timer. Though this game could have a built-in 24-hour clock, sort of. That'd be cool, actually. There are a couple of JRPGs now that have started adding, like, you know, kind of the sense of real time, you know, day cycles and whatnot, and the monsters are slightly different during the nighttime and stuff. I actually really like games that do that. I think it's a good way to add immersion. Generally fairly low effort immersion, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Hey. And there aren't enough games that really put forward that effort. Like, Xenoblade, for all that was wrong with it, that game had a wonderful day-night cycle. I'm talking X. I know it's technically Xenoblade Chronicles Original had a day-night cycle too, and did it quite well. But I think X did it slightly better, if that makes any sense. I hate to be a downer on my favorite Xenoblade. Oh, you can hop down those. Nice, and now I think we actually turn around. Nope, we got a little bit more to go. Just because I freaking love Xenoblade Chronicles, and I mean X was pretty good. Like, X was okay, but the original was a masterpiece. And I really hope they actually come out with, like, a HD version someday. Just because that would be really nice.
As close to perfect as
I
it gets.
slept on my shoulder weird last night, so every time I move now, it's just like, by the way, do you like pain? Because we have pain for you. And I'm like, oh, really? Oh. I really need to look up the voice actors here, because, whoever voices him is totally recognizable. And, like, definitely has been in other JRPGs. But I don't entirely know who yet. I'd have to look it up. Oh, it's so familiar, though. It's going to frustrate me for this entire episode. Okay. Let me think. I also really like his design. Like, that's a nice suit of armor that they got him in. Very fantasy, but also, like, not quite as ridiculous as what, main character's name? God damn. They really did... Okay, Fidel. I was thinking Fiddly, and I'm like, I know his name's not Fiddly. They did so little introducing him as a character that I actually don't remember his real name apart from Fiddly. Because I think somebody's called him Fidel, he called himself Fidel, and she called him Fiddly. Which was way more memorable in my opinion, which is a problem, because you really do need that setup to actually, like, recognize the character and stuff. And near as far as I know here, my character is some swordsman's son, and therefore I'm good at swords. That's it. That's all I know. We were definitely getting a fair amount of EXP and crystals, like we were kicking ass now, which is actually kind of... It's nice. I hate leveling systems where, like, you gain a level and it's like, I do 1 more damage. Woo. Then again, I guess that's not always bad, though, because it keeps the difficulty curve really even. Because if the characters barely, if ever, improve over the course of a game, then you never actually have to scale the game up too much. Or you only have to in small amounts. Because the alternative, I guess, is people going from doing 50 damage to tens of thousands of damage, which can be equally bizarre in a lot of cases. Alright, hands up if you think we can open this chest over here. My bet is we are completely locked out and are going to have to come back for it. Like the other one. Yep. That's going to suck. Backtracking for 2 locked chests now? I think it was 2 locked chests. The problem is I'm also playing Technomancer, and I'm trying to keep, like, a running tab of the bigger locked chests that I have to open up in that game, too. And I don't want to. I don't like locked chests in games.
So that's me, Doc, I take it?
That it is.
Oh, this light, it's stunning.
It's also the gateway to the neighboring country of Languedoc.
If we weren't on this mission, I'd love to have a more leisurely look around.
My duties require that I spend the night in this town.
Whoops. Turns out you can cut off dialogue with loading screens. I hate it when games do that. Force me to stand outside until you're done.
So sorry.
No, it's my fault.
Alright. I think there was supposed to be an animation there, but they didn't bother with it. I'll do the honors. What? I just suddenly can't move. Member out. Oh, goodbye, Victor.
Fiddly? Fiddly! Hey, you awake?
Why, you brute! Would it kill you to awaken a little slower? I was scared to death.
Oh, my bad.
What in the name of... I make nice and wake you since the day's getting on, and yet...
It's really that late?
Yeah, it is. Victor's gone. He went out a while ago.
I see.
None of that now. Jeez, get going, get going!
Okay. Now I can start.
Good. Then I'll be waiting outside. Don't take long. As always, you're so cute when you sleep.
But you're certainly not when you talk like that.
I don't know. I actually... Like, I know everybody hates on this game, and I'm sure I'll get to that point too. But, like, right now I'm actually I'm enjoying it. Like, the modeling, well, like, really low poly and stuff. Like, I like the design for this room. I'm comparing this to... what is it? Tales of Zestiria in my mind. And I remember the inn in that one was pretty bad. Ooh, that's a terrible shadow from his neck, though. That's... wow, that's bad. Alright, whatever. But, like, you know, the town, as we did, like, the short sweep through, is nice. The characterization is pretty good.
Sorry for keeping you.
Victor said he'll be waiting at the western gates.
The western gates. Let's go there.
Great.
Like, I actually kind of appreciate how this game serves as a foil in my mind to, what is it?
Pardon me.
It serves as a great foil to Tokyo Mirage Stories in my head, which is really, really slow-paced. And very wordy, and not much happens very fast. And I think if I had gone into this with like a really high expectation, I'd hate it a lot more. But as it stands, I'm like, you know what? I'm actually seeing a lot of positives here. I definitely am not getting the, like, you know, great epic storyline and plot and whatever that, you know, I'm usually looking for out of JRPGs. But then again, like, I also played Final Fantasy X recently, and it was all... ooh. You know, I was complaining about lack of clouds. This is nice, actually. Then again, I recognize that mountain range. That's totally just a photograph. That's really lazy. Alright, whatever. Boy. Bleh. Alright, random child. Town is actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Well, let's grab that. Vegetable stir-fry. Is it okay for us to be eating that? Like, that does not sound like the kind of thing that we should generally be... We got chest stir-fry. The last time I found food in, like, a perishable food in a box, it was gross and disgusting and covered in bugs, and I was like, yep, I should not have this. And I didn't eat it, and it smelled terrible for good freaking reasons. Okay, whatever. So let me see. Unfortunate merchant. Oh, here we go. Wooden sticks. So these are crafting materials. We could probably use it for something, but nah. That's not what I'm going for. What do you have? Okay. Nothing to sell. That's fine. We want to find the,
Who's that with him?
Don't care yet. Okay. This man, on the other hand, this is the guy we're looking for. We want to buy all of the blackberries. Why? Because MP. Are there anything else? Is there anything else that, that's good? I mean, we don't even need HP, seeing as we got a dedicated healer, but now that we've got a bunch of blackberries, we should be okay. Let's check, you also? Yeah. I have no idea what this person... Cheerful tout. Do you sell things? Do I... Our produce is fresh off the farm. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got eggs, milk, fresh vegetables. There we go. That's really expensive. Why are these really expensive? I'm sure we need to cook with them. Well, for the time being, let's buy a ton of lemons. Oh, shit, I can buy a ton of these. We're buying a ton of lemons! No regrets. Actually, I should probably save some money for equipment. Let's see if we have, blacksmith first. We do. On the opposite side of the river. Oh. Wow, that's amazing. It's like, you want to leave? You can't leave. This is an encounter now. You've seen the cutscene. You can't leave the cutscene.
Sorry we're late.
And late you are.
Who might she be?
This is Lady Brunelli, a signaturge from Languedoc.
Lady Brunelli, is it?
Fiori Brunelli. You can just call me Fiori.
Name's Fidel.
I'm Miki.
She is one of the most knowledgeable researchers at the Royal Institute of Signatory Studies. Languedoc so kindly dispatched her in response to our own king's request for aid.
What? You work at the Royal Institute? That's amazing! You're the envy of signaturges the world over!
I'm hardly of that high caliber.
No. You truly are!
Victor, is this the duty you were talking about?
Yes, it is. I have been charged with escorting Lady Brunelli safely to our capital. But I know we're all anxious to get there. I'll explain everything else on the way.
Okay, so we now have Fiori, who, I'm gonna be totally honest. Wow. Even when she's idle, the boobs are wiggling. This is quite possibly... Oh. Okay. This is quite possibly the most awkward outfit I have ever seen anybody wear in a JRPG, barring maybe that one weird, like, lingerie thing in, what was it? Knights of the Azure, which I technically still have to go finish. But, like, I don't think I've seen an outfit quite that bad in a very long time. I saw everybody else's outfits, and I'm like, yeah, you know, this is pretty good stuff. Whoa, that's a 30 damage upgrade. Yes. Okay. Good stuff, actually. And this is why we didn't buy all of the lemons. Okay, leather armor. Let's see, signatures, Turgis garb. Yes. Oh, I see. I have to select the person. Signatures garb. Let's see, energy crest. Extra HP. Extra MP. And... how much money do I have? I got one of these. We'll throw it on her. That way, the extra percentage mana heal actually works out great for us. Okay, so Welch's Laboratory. Well, there's a sign on the door which made me think I couldn't get in. Turns out...
Right. So this goes with the... Ah! No good, I knew it! Huh? A customer? What business do you have with the beautiful and genius inventor Welch? Oh, you're not a customer? Well, then do I ever have the perfect job for you? I'm one step away from just about completing this amazing mixture of mine, but it definitely needs something else. And I know just the stuff. Here are the details.
You have undertaken the following quest. If it tastes like blueberries, it must be good for you.
Don't
Just stand there, get to work. Chop chop. You know what to do.
Accepting and completing tasks or quests issued by clients allows you to get rewards. Some people may ask you themselves to undertake quests, but you can also check for them on various towns' bulletin boards. Some quests offer particularly enticing rewards, so try and complete as many as you can. Each town's bulletin board will have a list of different entries for quests that include information pertinent to them, such as the objective, the name of the client, and the reward. You can undertake multiple quests at once, and none of them have a date which they must be completed. Should you ever forget a quest's objective, you need look no further than the quest menu under the resource selection in the menu. Once you complete an objective, you must report back to either the client who requested your assistance or the town bulletin board. Otherwise, you will not receive any reward. Bye. Let's go see if we can find the bulletin board. We might as well pick up what quests we can. Seeing as I just gotta see if there is one. Because there might not be on the first town. Actually, come to think of it, if we got this little thing over here, there's probably treasure. Nope, no treasure. Well, whatever. Back in my day, women knew what modesty meant. That's totally in reference to Fiori, or whatever her name is. That is seriously still... Oh, hi. It's these people. Gangly man. Oh, these are future party members. How can I tell? Blue hair, and outfits that actually matter, and also that backpack, and that crossbow. It's just, there's too much effort put into these two characters here for it to be like, yeah,
Sorry.
these are 100% player characters in the future. I don't know. I assume we recruit them somehow. Anyway, let's look around for just a little bit more. I don't really have... Okay, that's the inn. Don't care. Don't care. I just don't like missing out on stuff. And I don't see a quest board anywhere. Alright, there's no bulletin board for this town. Gotcha. Well, whatever. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Anyway, this is actually a really great stopping point. We did a fair amount of fighting. We met... technically... two new characters, technically 6, kind of depends on your perspective, and we've made some progress in the game. I'm trying to take this a little bit slow just to get a fair bit of content out of this game, because if I just like did hour-long episodes, we'd be done pretty quickly, and I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that, but maybe I do. I don't know. Anyway, this is a great stopping point because there's a save point, and that's kind of the important thing. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of Star Ocean: Integrity and Faithlessness. And as always, thanks for watching.